Now, the number of people visiting Britain's high streets has been falling. Some cities have tried to improve parking in an effort to boost trade. One campaigning charity actually wants cars to be completely banned, starting with the busiest high street in Europe.
Yes, let's go straight to Oxford Street. Ben's there for us this morning. Morning to you, Ben.
Yeah, morning to both. Welcome to Europe's busiest shopping street. But you're right, there are plans, or certainly proposals, to ban cars and buses from this stretch of the street, and it's an idea that's been considered up and down the country to try and get more people back on our high streets. We've been talking about it all morning, many of you getting in touch today. Meg says, well, our town is already pedestrianised, but it's the cost of rent that is the problem. Mark getting in touch saying if you pedestrianise Oxford Street, London would literally grind to a halt. Tricia says, and this is something that many of you share, it is the lack of parking that is the problem. So, do they have a point? Well, let's find out with a guest with me this morning. Emily is from Living Cities, and Jace is from the new Oxford, the new London West End campaign, I should say. Jace, good morning, welcome. Just talk us through this, because there's a proposal here to pedestrianise the street, to ban the cars and the buses that come here. This part of town already bans cars. Only buses, taxis are allowed. Why would it make a difference?
Well, I think, Oxford Street is one of the most successful streets in the world. We've got to remain competitive, but we don't support complete shutting down of traffic on Oxford Street. What we'd like to see is a radical reduction in traffic, a much more pedestrian-friendly space, wider space on the pavements, and improving air quality. And we do that by reducing traffic year on year and working with Westminster Council and TfL to find a space that's much more for the pedestrian and the shopper.
Emily, is this about just making it a nicer place for people to shop, or is it about convenience too? I mean, we've seen the success of out-of-town shopping centres and shopping malls is purely because people can get there, they can park, and it's easy to get there and do what they need to do.
It is about both of those things, and making a nice environment, which is good for businesses as well as good for people. But it's also about other things too, things like safety. Oxford Street has 6 of London's top 24 collision spots. It's also an air quality black spot. Annual air quality limits are breached on Oxford Street by just a week into January every year, and that is just not sustainable.
Now, Jace, from your point of view, I mean, clearly there are the logistics of sorting this out. We know all these bus routes come through town. We know that there are tube stations on this part of the street. One of them is often closed because it's overcrowded. So actually in London you might say it's the opposite problem they have elsewhere. You have too many people here, but up and down the country they're saying there's not enough people, and that's the real challenge, and it's about spreading out that wealth.
Absolutely right. I think Crossrail, which is coming in 3 years' time, will be an excellent opportunity to look at how we can move shoppers around a different way, using different modes of transport. And actually Oxford Circus is one of the busiest stations on Oxford Street. It's actually reduced by 20% when Crossrail comes through. But I think all of us are working and thinking really hard how we can significantly reduce the traffic and create a much better space for our shoppers so we can remain competitive around the world and also across the UK.
OK, Jace from the new West End company, thank you very much, and Emily there too. So that really is the issue. Lots of you, as we said, getting in touch with us over the course of the morning about what this could mean for where you live. Keep your comments, keep your messages coming in. But before that, let's get the news, travel and the weather where you are this morning.